Yes. Look at us. Here we are. Welcome. Welcome to dying. Yes. Hello. Welcome to the stream. This is 29 and 44th Street. Spliced playtest actual play. I'm so thrilled that Splice is coming along. Obviously, I have incredible people who I get to play with, and that's such a thrill to like be working on something and have it like develop like with everyone's opinions and but man, I haven't sent Pinkerton agents to anyone's house to shake them down yet.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
Big week for the Pinkertons. Big week for them. Almost as big as their old days weeks.
But I want to again. I want to thank all my players. We're now we've done enough updates that Splice has gone from 1.0 and 1.1 to now 2.0. So I'm so thrilled. I have the puppies right here, but they are running away when I try to pick them up because they're comfortable. But let's get back into it. I'm going to go ahead and you can each introduce your characters real quick. I'll do a quick little recap, and then we can jump into a rainy night at 44th. Let's go down the line. Dan, why don't you tell us about Isabel Barton?
Yes, so I am playing Isabel Barton, otherwise known as the Fox of Fairhaven. She is the grifter, and we haven't actually gotten to a lot of like why she's here. Haven't had the opportunity yet, so I'm gonna hold on to that one.
And then Gainer, please. All about
Oh yeah. What's up, gang? My name is Gainer, and today I am playing Jody Sanders, who is a ship worker up from down here from Bath. Alec made the mistake of setting the game in Maine, and now that's what my character's all about. They are here to, I guess, primarily just kind of run interference and hold a saxophone case as of now, but we'll get to see what they get up to this session.
yeah. Very nice, very nice. And then Kai, please, miracles.
Hi, I am Kai, Kyla Creative. I am Mira Coles, the archivist / local friendly librarian.
Hell yeah. I'm obsessed with that name. All right, and then right, tell us about Dr. Marchand.
No. Ray.
No, still
I
muted.
like how it's amazing how we could just see her do the whole thing now.
I forgot to do the Discord unmute. I have both up, and there are too many things. Oh, sorry. Okay, starting over. My name is Renee Rhodes. I use she, her pronouns, as does Dr. Alice Marchand, who's a very capable surgeon who has lived in this small town, small population, massive city in Maine for about a year now, and is trying to help this lovely group of people slowly uncover the dark, horrific mysteries in here.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And never got to tell us about Landon.
I'm playing a grizzled, hard-boiled, definitely has PTSD ward vet named Landon, who's on another case. It seems just a little too fishy. We're in Maine. That was a bad pun, but just a hard-boiled detective with a heart of gold on the case.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you everybody for the follows. And well, class that had left off. 5 of you have gathered Small diner. 44. Yes, small. The small town is exploded with incredible progress of skyscrapers, streets, a robust public transit system for next to no one. But you all have been investigating a series of disappearances and what seemed to be violent. The body was found here, 4th Street, having somehow been placed here across the country. You went actually down to the morgue, investigated the body, learned Landon and Mira actually went, spoke to Cyrus Reedy, the owner of a photography shop, and asked questions. And as all of you were gathering back up to compare notes and speak to each other, you heard a terrible scream. Saw someone plummeting from a building and slamming into the ground behind a park bench phone booth. But when you ran to there's no body, no mark. All that's there is a single shoe upright.
When you say sitting upright, you mean like it's like sole on the ground, or is it like on an angle?
It's the sole itself is on the ground.
Okay.
And the strangest thing perhaps about it is that it is completely soaking wet. It's been like completely. In fact, inside of it there is a thin layer of water.
Is there water anywhere around it, or is it still raining out?
It is still raining, but a very light drizzle. So I will say it's hard to see if there was like a splash, like where it would have landed. But the water that's in the shoe is beyond what it could have possibly filled up to in the seconds that it took you to run. It's like a third of the way filled with water.
I'm gonna grab the shoe, and before anybody can tell me not to, I'm gonna stick my tongue in that water.
I was gonna say
I
like
knew it. I
smell
knew
it,
it.
but okay, tongue
Oh.
works too. Taste
I
it.
gotta taste it. That's the only way you can know for sure.
You know,
You
you
could
can
have gone
rainbow,
straight
your
to
taste the
finger
rainbow.
in there and then
We have
lick your
doctors.
Tongue
face.
first, baby. Let's go. That's how we do it in Maine.
It's a philosophy for sure.
Can I get
Okay.
an augury check, please?
Nope.
Augury. Okay, I was so hoping for a different one, but that's fine. I can do that. That is going to be 8 plus 8, 16.
Very nice. You pick up the shoe and just bring it right to your face and just like
Just going
tongue to
right in.
tongue for the shoe, just right in there.
I make out with the shoe.
Ugh.
Now, firstly, I need the rest of you seeing this to please make a fortitude check.
Oh
You-
no.
What do
You
we roll
abandoned
again?
Jody here
So-
on the street.
Making a check is going to be pretty simple. For fortitude, what you're going to do is roll a d10 plus your resolve score, and plus if you have any bonuses.
I'm bad at this. 7.
Ooh.
18.
Why did I just hear like 12 dice?
13.
It's you said, goodness, I rolled, oh wait, no. That is a D8, not a D10.
That'll
Sorry.
change things.
That'll
Mhm.
definitely change things. Nah. Don't roll that.
Those roll D.
There we go. All right. No deal. And that is a 10 on that plus 16.
Okay. For most of you, it's pretty gross to see Jody just like full on just mouth to shoe. For Isabel, disgusting to see.
Yeah.
And you feel this like and you have to really pull it together. You're going to lose 2 sanity seeing this.
I like how I completely stone-faced the bloated corpse. But
Watching this fuck stick their
just-
tongue in a shoe.
absolutely fucking beefed it on the shoe.
Now for Jody, you lose 4
Mm.
sanity instantly from tasting this nasty ass shoe water.
Nice.
But there are 2 things that. Firstly, inside is a fish, a small fish, but a fish that you almost swallow. Firstly, thankfully you do not. But the water inside is salt water.
Fucking knew it. Do I get any tasting notes of a particular region?
Yes, is this Pacific salt water or is it
Yeah, as somebody who's used to tasting Atlantic, is there anything different about this
There's no
salt
so
water?
feet. Okay. I'll
This,
tell you
it seems
what.
like trolling, but this is really important,
This is
actually.
important.
Weirdly, this is relevant.
Okay.
Why?
You can make
Can
a
I-
history check. I'll allow history or nature, but you're gonna get a -4 to this.
History or nature?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. That's fine. Okay, let's roll. You said -4?
Yes.
Are we sure we can't call this tracking?
I'll allow tracking.
Nice. Let's do it. Okay, that is gonna be 8 plus 8, 16 minus 4, 12.
Don't know where the water is from specifically. But here's the thing.
Hmm.
You recognize the fish. Okay.
Nice.
Now you know enough, especially growing up here in Maine,
Hmm.
that shortly off the coast, in the Atlantic, are small fish that are actually they're similar to like sardine, like a smaller cousin of a sardine, that are favored amongst the crustaceans off of the coast.
Okay.
Now,
Okay, keep going.
that does not necessarily mean that you're like, oh, got it. It's going to be this, this latitude by this longitude. But you know, at the very least, that you recognize this fish, a coastal small fish that you've seen a million times.
Okay, so first off, I spit the fish out.
Right.
And I say, oh yeah, that's a whipper right there. That's main water right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it is,
Yep.
bud.
I gotta be honest with you, not feeling great about doing that. Feeling like I made a mistake, but that fish I know anywhere. I've eaten 1,000 of those. They, you fry them up real nice. Like kind of oily. But yeah, that's the main fish right there.
All right.
Well, at least whoever that was wasn't from California this time. That's not the voice.
Mm.
I
Well-
suppose it depending on how related these 2 incidents are, could indicate that the deaths are occurring here.
Hmm.
Doc, I'm not an expert here, but is there a condition that is unknown to the general populace that turns a body into water in a fish?
Oh yeah, what a fish disease. I had a cousin die
Like-
of that.
My one regret is that I have fishitis.
Oh God.
Okay, I'm going to ask Alec. Um,
No, there's no disease that turns people.
great, cool. There is no human condition, emphasis on human, that would cause this. Also, bodies tend not to just disappear.
Now,
I
there's one other thing I will say for not just for Jody, but for Dr. Marchand, like seeing the shoe and like all that. Now that you have a better look at it as Jody's holding it, for Jody, it's like you have it right next to your face. And I have the two.
Ooh,
Surgery?
okay.
Okay, I can do that.
And then in the meantime, I have two pappies.
Oh, that too no.
Oh my God, look at that.
Look
Poppy.
at them. That is a 20.
And it is going to be a 14 for Jody.
Puppos.
There is a very faint line of blood along. It's
What
not where
what
you-
shape?
I will say it's not where you might necessarily even expect of like, oh well, someone hurt their foot, walking or had a blister or had this. It is along the inside, along the tongue of the. It's a strange. Because you notice that it is almost like rectangular with a slight tape. And there are two splashes on either side. I have I have an occultism.
Uh-oh.
It is so
Cultism.
quick
Not
introductions. We
Jody's
have
best.
Istra and Arcana.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow. Okay, so if I rolled a 1, I roll again and minus the number rolled, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
You know,
let
I
me
was just
see.
gonna ask that same question, so I'm glad we
Mhm.
clarified
Yeah.
that.
Oh no, I'm so
Cool.
bad at occultism too. Okay, that's a 5 from me.
What? I got a 2 total.
8.
11.
11.
Wow,
I'm very
Double
amazing.
digits and
I'm very good at it, but
So you look at it. I will say you're at first a little like, oh, I don't want to look inside the weird shoe that Jody just drank at. Just like, ugh. Oh, we have a blessing from the dog. So that would be a +2 to your roll. So instead of 11, it'd be 13.
Huge. Oh my gosh. Shout out to the dogs.
So in that case,
Good dogs.
I would instead of being a little more vague, you recognize symbol as being remarkably close. A symbol that you actually saw somewhat recently. That of the tower. One which represents great upheaval, change. Not always, but typically in a destructive manner or in a huge change. But judging by the arc, it's almost as if if someone was struck by an implement shaped like the imprint of tower card design that fled through.
And that's like presumably on the top of their foot.
Yes.
Whoa.
And that was the symbol from the King's Lamp Lodge, or no, that was something else?
Was.
Okay,
It
okay. I took a note.
A nice note.
I guess it didn't like fully click with me last time that the King's Lamp Lodge made the fucking tower their insignia, but that's like the significance of that is settling in with me now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool,
It's a
cool, cool,
lot.
cool.
Mm. And
We
this
told
dude
you
just
guys.
fell from a high. I mean, I'll say this. Joey's gonna go. Listen. I'm assuming. Wait. So, Kai, are you sharing that information with the group?
Yeah, we told you
Oh,
guys last session. We told you guys what we found.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sure,
So,
but Kai is the only one who recognizes this as the tower,
Recognizes the
right?
symbol in the shoe. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
I would point it out to just be like, this is the symbol of the lodge, the one that that photography buff told us about.
The
I
tower. And
yeah.
this guy just fell from a wicked high up.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, nothing to worry about there, I guess.
let's just be frank, guys. We're not trying to catch this unknown condition that this guy got, whether it be death or sudden water making. And
It's still
I done seen
not
a lot of
okay.
things. The point was a little rhetorical, Doc. I'm sorry. I don't got the best humor, but
Yes, please
We
continue.
look, I'm just saying we're getting into some stuff that we can say isn't exactly normal.
Yeah.
So when we go deal with this, clearly we need to investigate this lodge in our next trek here. And I guess my point is we should be on edge because I'm not one for spooks and wizard books, but this definitely isn't normal.
I
And
will add to what Landon is saying. As we are dealing with powerful, mysterious forces, if you are not prepared to deal with the consequences and side effects of such horrors, now is the time to walk away. And if you have no interest in seeing where this investigation goes, given the dangers, I will not hold that against you. I will hold that against no one here. This is frankly not our job. This is a death, perhaps two, that have landed on our laps.
Well, at this point, my tongue's been in the shoe, so
That's true, you're
I'm-
very invested, aren't you?
Yes.
I'm basically in at this point. Yeah.
I think metaphorically maybe all of our tongues have been in the shoe, so I'm in.
That's my new favorite
Uh,
expression.
Truly,
We actually up in the county they call that a midnight mixer. They call that.
a truly horrific metaphor.
Ugh.
I would have to agree with you on that one, Isabel. Now, Doc, I've heard rumors from across country, and you see horrible things, and some of it, you chalk it up to the madness of soldiers. But have you seen proof of these things that go bump in the night beyond this?
Yes.
You don't need to tell me much more, Doc. But I'd like to believe in dinosaurs and the like. You know what they say. I read the books, so help us keep a handle on exactly what we're looking at. We're going to need your wisdom on this one.
This was no dinosaur. Unfortunately, it was far, far, far worse. All I am saying is to prepare yourselves. Alec, did we see where this body fell from, or did we just see it falling?
Well, I would say you can investigate. I would allow perception.
Might be better at
We
one
have
of these
another
than the
+2, so whoever
Let's
rolls the
go.
highest, we can add that.
other.
You said investigation?
Investigation or perception.
I
And
should be good at this, but
to be clear, you roll a 10, it explodes, and you roll again.
Correct.
Damn.
I forget. Is this the system with the if you roll the 1, it gets worse?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Okay.
just had one of those
You
moments.
roll a d10 and subtract it from the.
Okay. So I rolled a 1.
Ooh.
So I rolled a 3 afterwards. So it would have been an 8, but it's a 5.
Okay.
Jody has a 23.
Oh, thank God.
16?
I got gentleman's 10.
A 30.
Which is a non-gentleman's 4.
The scoundrel's 4.
Scoundrels 4.
Dr. Alice Marchant, in this, underneath these scars, has clearly replaced her eye, and her left eye is very like pale, almost white, and she at this point has a slight bonus to perception thanks to it.
Oh, yeah.
Me.
Do
Nice.
I think I got one of those. Yeah.
I think you have an enhanced
What?
ear.
Oh, yes. I have an
Ooh.
enhanced ear. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. See, that'll come in useful.
If you gotta listen for something.
A lot of gossip.
Yeah. I think the highest was the 24, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think
Of
so.
the
I think
30.
Oh,
No,
the
the 30.
30.
Oh, yeah,
30.
30.
The
Sorry,
30.
yeah.
Definitely
The whole
higher than that.
The whole
Yeah.
30.
I misheard. I thought you
I'm
said
dying-
13. Excuse me.
No, 30.
Okay, that's a lot higher. Okay, so
Oh,
30.
I would say mathematically for sure.
And then since
Well,
we had
I did luck out a little bit. I'm already good at perception, and I got a 10 on my first roll and a 9 on my second, so it's all kind of like...
that's the beauty
Synergy.
of exploding.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
So, and then you also get a +2 to that because we had that from the chat. 32.
Oh, right.
Nice.
Know
Now,
everything.
for the rest of you looking up, you can see lightning streaking across the sky, the rain pouring down. But for Dr. Marchand, there is a flash of lightning up way at the penthouse. There's a balcony. And even amidst the rain, there's a faint sliver of black smoke coming from the balcony. And you can see, freaked once the lightning flashes, very lip of the balcony, there's what appears to be a hand as someone was looking over down at you. And it, I don't see a face, but you get the distinct impression that gripping the edge of this balcony, some maybe 10 stories, someone is.
There. I'll call attention to it, subtly. Like, I'm not gonna just, like, point, if this person is still there. But I will kind of nod up to the balcony, at this penthouse suite and say, there's our... at least the place of fall. Quite possibly our culprit.
Landon's just gonna light a cigarette, and walk towards the balcony doors. Well, let's not keep our appointment waiting then, eh? We know they're in this building. One of you want to keep watch and make sure no one slips out as a few of us goes inside and have a little chat with our buddy?
Yeah, I'll go inside with you.
We'll wait out here, make sure they're not going to escape.
I appreciate that. Isabel, someone should stay out here with her, though. We don't.
I will stay. I can keep an eye on the situation, if you will.
I get it.
All right, Jody, Mira, let's go have a chat with a friend up here.
Mm. Was there like multiple balconies? Are we going to be able to like figure out which door this is, or are we going to just be
It's-
kicking in doors?
It's a single balcony.
I'll
for
be
the-
able to tell.
the penthouse
you.
suite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right, we're going up.
Heading inside the main building, it's empty. Another one of the skyscrapers that stands abandoned. Build. It doesn't even have a sense. Abandoned is maybe not even the right word. There's never anyone who lived here, but built it and maintained it. There's not really dust. There's not signs of decay. It looks like it probably is regularly cleaned. It has a sharp Art Deco style that is popular still in the more affluent areas. The floor is this nice, highly polished marble. There's brass trim everywhere.
As we walk in and look around, are there any company logos or marks on anything? Since it's a penthouse building, I'd imagine there could be like napkin, maybe a symbol on something, or like a card or something. Is there a reception desk or anything like that?
Actually, yes, there is. Make up bureaucracy.
Oh, not bad. 6 plus what's my bureaucracy? It's not bad. So if my savvy's 4 and I have no bonuses, that's just a straight 10, right?
Yeah.
If I rolled a 6, yep, straight 10.
You can see that there is this like kind of desk for a any like secretary or security guard of like the leasing office, but there's no one there right now. It is after hours. And there is a sign behind it that it's a part of Charles Ward Apartments. I would say you don't know much about Charles himself, but you know that like probably half the ones at least along this street are owned by Charles Ward Apartments. It's not the biggest contributor to the buildings, but most certainly they own several buildings. Yeah. Can I have Mira also make?
For sure. I'm gonna go back to my little page.
And I'm guessing it's owned by Charles Ward himself.
The leasing company is.
Okay, yeah. I assumed it was self-named.
14.
14. Now, as Landon is moving through with an analytical eye of like checking the exits and this and what movement might there be and like seeing this, you move in with an analytical eye of. You can see the business card for, let's say, the name secretary and the leasing agent. But you also see in fine gilding along the very bottom of the card, stuck up at the that Charles Ward Apartments proudly sponsored by the King's Land.
Okay. I would grab one of the cards and kind of be like, I think that perhaps in a roundabout fashion, this place is probably owned by the King's Head Lodge as well. And I point out that on the cards just to let anyone come up with alternative ideas.
Speaking of fuckers who got their tongues in the shoe, these guys.
Yeah, definitely got a point there, Jody. Let's double time it up. These, I'm guessing it's the elevator or stairs.
Thankfully, there is an elevator. You don't have to go up 10 flights of stairs.
Is it
I
just
was
one
ready to
elevator?
run up
Or
10 flights of stairs, but I didn't want to.
is it one elevator or two elevators?
There's multiple elevators. There's actually 4 on the ground floor.
Oh,
Now,
okay. Can I try and shut them down?
absolutely. I'd say you can either do crafting or use tool.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go and open, just like walk in to the elevator control room, just look at the box, see the different control boxes for each of the elevators, and just start smashing all but one. Just absolutely fucking them up. That's you could call that crafting.
Yeah.
That's a form of crafting.
Modern art.
It's
Destructive crafting.
Decrafting is the new crafting.
So I had 10, and it explodes to an 8 plus 12, 30.
So, what I will say is you can go and shut down every elevator but one. And, like, going up to the panels, I would say with a 30, you know enough to know that smashing these is probably the best idea. But you can easily open every panel very quickly and disable the elevator. Just so that it literally won't turn on at all. There's no threat of like, oh no, now the cables are gonna. It's like, no, it won't
Just
go.
don't
anywhere.
work. Walk out and yeah, we should be all set up there.
All right, cool. As soon as you do that, I'm going to press the elevator call button. Is it already at the bottom or is it at the top?
You notice that all 4 of them are at the bottom.
Okay. The one that's at the bottom, I'm going to actually quickly slap all the buttons all the way to the top floor, then like slip out before it closes, so it stops at every floor before it goes to the top. And then I'm going to look to the group and like, all right, let's go up the stairs now and beat that elevator upstairs. There's no way he's getting past us right now.
Hey, fair enough.
That's fair. I mean, at least
I'm
one of us
super
could have
thrilled
taken
about
the
it.
elevator.
I did not stretch.
And like,
Attempted a lot of cardio.
you just see Landon looking at you guys like,
We're
yeah,
following.
I'm more
My
about
bad.
sort
I
of
didn't-
vanity muscles. So
I didn't think it's good for your lungs. You know what I mean? Just think about it like that. And as he
All right,
says that, he
all right.
lights up a cigarette and takes a big puff and just goes running up the steps.
great advice, yeah.
Just
All right,
like
yeah.
share a look with.
Yeah, just like roll eyes and keep going.
Okay. Can I actually have the 3 of you make an athletics check?
Athletics.
Yeah,
Oh
sure.
no.
Is there any way that I could like give help of some kind to Mira?
Yeah.
Because I have quite good athletics.
Well, I got an 11.
So you can give a +1.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Cool. Okay. So it's another explode. 11. I got 19.
Nice.
And Landon?
I'm pretty good at athletics actually, right? Should be. Where's that?
Yeah, agility.
Under agility, yeah, I'm pretty decent at that. 13.
Okay.
All right, cool.
You're all breathing a little hard by the time you run up 10 flights of stairs, trying to go as fast as possible. You do beat the elevator. Thankfully, you do not each gain a level of exhaustion, but it was a little close there. But you're okay, and like get to
Gripping
the
a
top.
stitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
They don't tell you running upstairs is gonna make you hurt. You think it's gonna be good, actually, but it's actually bad.
Yes.
It's all right,
hard
Jody.
to-
Just focus. Remember, at the top of the steps, we might have even bigger task. All right.
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh,
Hold saxophone case close.
All
Open
right.
up the door.
And like Landon's just gripping his shotgun tightly, and I'm gonna carefully open the door to see if there's anyone on the who's at the balcony waiting for us.
Now,
we're going in.
well, the elevator will lead up to the penthouse suite. It opens to a small space where there is a almost like a short hallway of sorts. There's a few portraits, and you can see that they are of gathered members of King's Lamp Lodge. Now, at the end of the hallway, a door that leads. The door itself is currently just slightly.
I'm kind of like make a hush motion to everybody else, like, and I'm gonna creep up to the door, and it's like, hey, let's sneak up to that door. You know, there's a good chance they know we're here, and I'm going to politely but quietly just like open it a little bit.
If you're
Politely
trying-
but correct.
Yeah, it's just
No, just
but
that
very
gentle-
polite, like
When, like
you're
when you're
being-
like trying to like hide from your parents, like,
You're trying to be stealthy. Make a stealth check.
am I good at stealth? Not bad. Not bad, actually. 17.
we also making stealth checks.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
trying
it's
to
a
read
10.
stuff.
It's a 10 for Jody.
Ooh. Got a 10 on the die.
Nice, nice.
13, 17. Yes, that is correct.
Nice, nice.
I'd say it's enough that you all quietly move. Now the penthouse suite is, as expected, absolutely opulent build. There's incredible Art Deco furniture that you're sure has got to be more than like makes an year combined. Basically, everything here, gold and glass, hand shaped and hand finished. It is a beautiful space. There's a main like entryway that opens up to a couple of bedrooms, like a bathroom and one like off in the distance. That is like decorated with like a floral theme. There's these beautiful sculpture of it appears to be like an octopus that's like curling with its tentacles, each of them holding like a small like smoked light bulb to give off like this soft glow of light. It's like a central piece, becomes like a lamp that fills this space. The scene, however, is marred that past this, on the ground, is a split open body, blood in every direction.
Oh.
You can see that they are horrifically wounded, clearly dead, and even at a cursory glance, far you don't have to roll anything. It looks like they fell from a great height. Have splattered on it.
Probably need the doc on this one. Although I'd say they're dead.
Yeah. Jody, you want to go trade spots with the doc real quick?
Yeah.
I'm sure you don't want to see another body today, right?
Nah, you know what? I'm all set. I think that might be it for me for at least right now.
Yeah. You need to stick your tongue in this one.
No, I think my tongue's gonna stay right in my mouth. Thanks. I will.
Yeah.
as I'm assuming the elevator is arriving, I will get in it and go down and just like as soon as the elevator door closes, just lean on the door like, oh fuck, oh my god, oh okay, what a day.
For Landon, you've seen your share of bodies affect you, average person. It is still a horrific scene. For Mira, this is outrageous. I actually, I need you to please make an endurance.
An endurance check. Which one is that under?
So endurance is actually going to be under. I didn't. I lost it. Resolve.
Resolve.
Resolve. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I had this. Ooh. That'll be an even 10.
Right down the middle.
All right.
You look, and you are a little transfixed by it. You don't want to look. Can't look away. And you can see that the blood has spread out. They said in every direction. Parts of the body look like they're missing. It's pretty nasty. You instantly lose 4 sanity.
Okay.
Sorry, Mira. Just you and the doc are the two smartest out of all of us. Book smart anyway. Kind of.
I think it's at this
No.
point that I think Jody gets to the bottom of the elevator and comes out the front door, just like fully white in the face, and it's just like, Doc, fuck, there's another fucking dead body. There's no good way to say it. It's another one.
Oh, all right.
There's another one up there.
Jody, are you all right?
Yeah, yeah, I just, you hear about some whack stuff, you come down, check it out, you see 3 dead bodies in one day. And it's like, it's 0 to 100 real quick.
Get
Yeah.
some fresh air. Take your time. Isabel, I'll be right back.
Go on,
Well,
I'll
we'll
look
see,
after
I
them.
suppose.
I'll look after them.
Thank you.
Now,
Go
ahead.
I'll just nod to both of you and kind of quickly scurry into the elevator. One more look back at Jody, a little bit worried about them.
It's just a lot, it's just, I spend a lot of my time, just, I do dangerous shit, and you see people get hurt, and you're like, I could probably handle a dead body. I could probably do that. And the first time, you're like, okay, that's a dead body. And the second time, you're like, whoa, that's and the third time, oh, that's a dead body right there. Oh, boy.
Now, in the mean, as Isabel and Dr. Marchand had already been downstairs, Isabel, I actually would like you.
Oh dear. Okay. Bureaucracy is 10.
Now, you are accustomed to a certain way, dressing a certain way, putting on certain airs that are important for your business, and other people that are in the same type. And the more you look at the shoe, the more your little something is weird, because you recognize the brand maker. It is very, very expensive. Probably handmade, by expert. Something like this. I mean, if you're in Europe, maybe you might be able to get it for, a decent price, but here, States, I mean, it's more than people might spend on suit, shirt, a tie, tie pin, like, talking outrageously. Because this is a brand that is only available in Scotland.
I'm gonna like take out a pen, like maybe a fountain pen. I assume I've got some kind of like little
Yeah.
utensil on me. And I'm just gonna kind of like, this is a very weird thing, but I want to see if there's a monogram on it anywhere. If it's the kind of thing that is a very expensive shoe, I think that cost is going to draw her attention and maybe give her some other thing to go off of.
Make an investigation. Jump back.
I should be good at these, but I have not been rolling well.
We
That is
believe in
another
you.
4. I have rolled 4 4s today and a 1. So that is an 11.
You look, you don't see a monogram or any sign that this is customized for a person. No way that would identify who they are, but like I said, to get this out here, very expensive.
Yeah.
Now, jumping back for Dr. Marchand, we'll just zip ahead first. Get up the other. In the meantime, for Mira and Landon, you stay where the body is.
Mhm.
Actual door leading out to the balcony, a glass door that is open. There is no one there. All you can see is empty wooden chair.
We should clear the rest of the apartment before the doctor gets here.
We should definitely clear the rest of the apartment before the doctor gets here. Mira, are you protected in any way?
Do you mean, do I have a gun?
Yeah.
Well, yes. I mean, there's lots of creepy shit that happens in the city, so.
I just want to make sure that every person's comfortable with such a iron, Watch this main door here. Obviously, the doc's going to be coming up any moment. We don't want her to catch any backdoor spooks. I'll move on ahead. If something hops out on me, run back, tell the doc, get the others. Don't wait up for me. I don't want you to. I'll probably be alright,
Okay, Mr. Landon.
And Landon's just going to carefully check the dark corners of the apartment before he steps outside to make sure they're truly alone in this apartment.
You have a shotgun.
Yes.
Make a shoulder arms check.
No problem.
Oh no!
And that is a nerve. Cool. I'm pretty good at these. 17.
You into there's one point on the door. Or almost pull the trigger as you figure standing there. Realize that it is actually a mannequin that is holding actually like a dress form that is made to put a suit on to like make sure there's no wrinkles in it instead of keeping it on a hanger. And apartment is empty. Now, Dr. Marchand, you arrive and come upon that the body is that of a middle-aged man. Looks to have a kind of dark reddish curly hair. Probably had facial hair of some sort, but not a lot left of the front of him to be sure.
Sure.
Now, this is obviously act. no worry about. But I would like for you to.
That is an 18.
Notice two important things. Firstly, yes, the injuries can falling from a height and impacting a hard surface. There are ligature marks around.
Consistent with the ligature marks on our first body.
But his left hand, it ends on a fine, exact cut and is completely cauterized, blackened. His body is also soaking wet.
What do I gather from general surroundings, like this room, this environment?
It's a finely furnished um, drawing room in penthouse suite. A nice stone floor, marble, and you see that above him on the ceiling there's a fine, what appears to be crystal chandelier, but looking up, several of the crystals are broken and fallen to the ground next to the body. And there is a faint ribbon of fabric strung like almost like a garland on one tiny section of chandelier. But with that, you can also see out balcony chair. With your incredible sense of sight, you see that it is partially, blackened as by a burn, and while certainly difficult to see in the dark and the rain, a flash of lightning, a hand grips the railing of the balcony, severed.
I was gonna ask if it was the hand on the balcony.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Um, uh, if there's nothing else I can glean from the body itself, I will move towards the balcony to
There's
investigate further.
another thing I'd say you can try and glean, make an investigation.
Sure. Not my best category, but that is a 9.
I'll give you a +4 because you have Mira and you.
Sure.
You are not afraid of dead bodies or blood or that, and you quickly move in, grabbing his jacket and see if he has any kind of identity. And he does, but it's a strange one. You have not seen an ID like this. Kind of look through, you're like, oh, this is kind of a weird sign to it. It's not the normal IDs that are becoming more popular out here. These are travel papers, and it marks this man. Is You can see his name is Edgar Proffen, but he's from Glasgow. Notice he doesn't have a passport. It's just his travel papers for traveling Scotland, Ireland, across the United Kingdom.
Okay. Are there any dates to denote last travel?
There is a stamp dated yesterday when he passed from Britain to Scotland.
Very cool. Okay. I'm going to tuck those away. I'm going to keep those. Just kind of like tuck them into my jacket pocket and then move towards the balcony.
Yeah. On the balcony, you can see the chair. Around it, a thin ring of blackened soot. Perhaps 2 feet ish in a perfect circle around the chair. And it's a simple wooden chair, high back. The legs, are like dense, heavy wood. Notice it has been bolted balcony around, and there is a leather strap around the wrist on the right side. Leather straps where the ankles would be part of the chair. Notice the one on the left is a leather strap that is broken, as if by great force pulled his arm free.
Are there burn marks on the left side where that wound would have been?
At a
The severed wrist?
I'd say make a surgery check. I'll give you a +2
Sure.
on this.
Well, depends on how badly this one affects me. That is a 12.
You look, and the hand is gripped so hard to the balcony that it would have to be pried off. But even just the faintest movement of the wrist, you can see that if you were to move it, it's as if it is severed in the perfect line of where that ring is. In fact, it's at a perfect point that if someone were sitting in this chair, reached out and grabbed the balcony, that
It would
line
just-
is where it would set.
All right.
Looking at
Oh, sorry.
the circle on the ground, at some point, can I do like an occult sort of thing? Like, is this something that we would have seen in?
I would like you to make.
Okay.
Also, I'm assuming this is where I saw the faint smoke tying into this scene, so
Yes.
I will let our arcane expert investigate further.
That'll be a 17.
You look at this chair, and from where you're at, you have a pretty beautiful sight down 44th. Higher length. You're high up enough you can see a large section of the city. Not the tallest skyscraper, but up there. From where you're at, you can see the King's Lamp Lighthouse. Right over there. Far into the clouds. Now, this ludicrous if it could actually work, but I've seen in your studies that this resembles some rudimentary forms of teleportation, movement, something else, instant.
Sort of stand up from where I'm like kneeled down by the circle and like look around and just kind of start doing like the telemetry of all of that stuff and be like, I think maybe. It looks like teleportation, but that's such a. I hate to say outlandish because the world is so strange, but a lofty thing to try and do. It doesn't look like it's going well, or it's going very well, and they're just using it to kill people.
Well, the man was in Scotland yesterday, and I'll hand Mira the papers that I found.
Look them over. Like,
Over the papers, and you notice along the papers, oh, he's Glasgow, and oh, well, it says here that his occupation is he works the estate of a Lord Pickman. Huh, that's kind of an interesting thing because for occultism, Lord Pickman, who disappeared decades ago, was said to have been obsessed with the idea of creating a machine that could teleport.
Ooh.
I pass that along. So maybe he was testing it, and maybe the King's Tower, King's Lamp Lodge, sorry, doesn't want this to get out, or they're in on it.
I would be interested to know how the lodge's
Tied to everything else.
membership aligns with some of these interests we've uncovered. But this is the second body we've found teleported. I think it is safe to say it is working.
Well, before we say teleported, like I said, I try not to jump to the fantastical. I know we're already here and all, but
As you are addressing for Isabel, and you're standing down, it's like, Isabel, you're looking at the shoe and kind of thinking, there's a faint fizzle of ozone. And you feel your body, it's almost as if something were to grab you at your stomach and twist and pull you. As Jody and Isabel are yanked away from the ground floor, appearing in the room opposite Mira and Dr. Marchant and Landon. You both land just a foot off the ground, falling and unable to right yourself. But between all of you, standing over the body of this now dead man, you see a tall figure wearing this long fur coat and a tall top hat. He has this pointed beard. Truly is fascinating. I think progress. That is what I call. And we're gonna take
We
a
all
break
see this?
for 5 minutes.
No, he's got such a sinister accent.
So we will be right back with a quick break. I am partially being dramatic, but I also have to use the restroom. So,
The perfect combination.
yeah. So stay with us. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Enjoy this incredible art done by the Coffin characters,
Yeah.
and we'll be back in probably 5-ish minutes. Bye. And we're back. Yes. Alrighty. Well, this certainly is a situation. Um, now,
Tell us more.
Like, did he have a car?
It was very kind of you to unsplit the party for us.
Yeah.
I
was
thought that
very-
was very nice. Instead of
Very
like
benevolent.
multiple rounds of like trying to get up the elevator. No.
I'm sure you appreciate being teleported. That felt totally normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, how did that feel? Other than the jerking
love to
of
know.
the
Well-
insides part, which was unnerving to hear.
For the two of you, I actually need you both to make an endurance.
Yeah, I thought you were
Okay.
gonna say that.
Yeah.
Yes, sounds right.
That
I've
sounds
switched
about
dice, so let's see. An improvement. 13.
17.
Okay. Now, this is quite the surprise. For Isabel, you're going to lose 1 sanity.
Mhm.
But thankfully, the surprise is compounded by this like horrible feeling of inertia of just being yanked, and it leaves you feeling really sick in your stomach. The two of you are both prone. You only drop, like I said, about a foot, but you're so unsteady that you both stumble to the ground. But this figure, as I said, stands between Mira, Alice, and Landon, and Isabel, Jody. They are tall, extremely tall. Perhaps 7'1". Compounded by they wear a tall top hat, an older style, but they're over their shoulders is this opulent and very flashy fur coat. It has a Siberian tiger print, and at first it's like, oh, that's outrageous that they would get. It's like, you realize this isn't a print. They have a Siberian tiger fur coat. And you can see that on their hands, rings on almost every finger. They have a pointed beard, a stern expression. Progress. I'm going to make this very simple for all of you right now. All of you gather your things, get everything here, down, find a nice car, drive away.
Isabel looks around, like, sort of takes this second to collect her hat, dusts herself very shakily off as she kind of stands up and takes stock of the fact that she is now in a room where everyone else is, and puts A and B together.
Are you the one teleporting people everywhere?
No, I am a messenger. I speak on behalf of those who not even try to hear little more than you can handle. And all of you are so interesting. On those scars on your face. So that's a very funny story. Got that. Landon, tell me, when you were fighting over there, did you keep an exact tally of how many you killed, or? God. Oh, and they look over at Isabel. No. call me Siberia. I wonder, how do you think a fox fare against a tiger?
Hi, I'm sorry.
Oh, yes, I know
I
all
don't have.
about you. You're so beneath me irrelevant. I don't even.
Totally get it. Totally get it. You don't know, you don't happen to know how teleportation warps an instrument, do you? You don't mind if I check on my instrument real quick?
Fun.
I
I'm
my
having
horn
a
is
good time.
it's a really delicate piece of equipment, and I just don't want. You can deal with these. I don't even know any of these folks. I don't give a. I just care about my horn.
Oh, it works fine for instruments, like this one. And they reach, and from behind it, you see this silver sawed-off shotgun. See? Works just fine.
I will attempt not to react to that and go, yeah, it's more of a brass horn situation. I don't, if you wouldn't mind. This is my whole life savings went into this thing.
Well, and they point the shotgun at you. Go ahead, check.
Oh god.
All right, cool. I will put the case open it up. Oh, thank God. I was so worried for a minute. Looks like everything's in order. I'm sorry, I'm new to this whole magic. So
Not magic. No. This is. Remember what they called it? Progress.
Oh, yeah, progress. I, you know, I appreciate how much you've helped us progress today in our investigation, and it's clear that you've brought it to a abrupt close.
As you see, technology does all sorts of incredible things. Blood on the prayer wheels. Money. So, we do what we can. Get around such a city. Best as well think of cities, country, entire world you could travel. Instant.
See, people like you, I find really interesting. I like your progress. See, you talked about us. Yeah, I've killed a lot of people, and
Can
I'm sure the
either
doctor.
shoot or not shoot. This
Yeah,
stalling
so-
for time while you fumble for your weapon. Shoot
Yeah,
or don't
yeah,
shoot.
you're right. We should shoot. And like, you just see Landon pull out
is
his
he
gun.
looking at Landon right now?
Yes.
Yeah,
All right, then I'm grabbing my weapon and I'm going in for the hit.
Everyone roll initiative.
we start.
Oh god. Oh no. Is that also a D10?
Yes, it's a D10 plus your speed.
Okay.
Plus my speed.
You just hear Landon
Now we're
shout
having
out.
decent rolls.
People like you never think about the little guy,
All right.
the mother you done stepped on, the
Um.
father you took away from his son.
So 5 to 10.
Ooh,
Anybody?
lucky.
Do you explode on initiative rolls
Yes.
as well?
Nice.
Let's fucking go.
You're rolling amazing today.
I know, I'm having a really hot day. This sucks because I have a stream later tonight, and I'm sure I am going to beat every roll on it.
Gonna make up for it.
Okay,
So
so
all in balance.
5 to 10. Anybody? 10 to 15.
13.
And it's your roll plus your speed.
So is that the okay, so I rolled a 5. The speed in the book is the -1. Am I adding a 20 to the 5 or am I adding a -1 to the or 4?
So your speed, everyone starts at 5, and then your occupation gives you a plus or a minus to that.
Okay.
So your
4.
speed would be 4.
I got a 9.
Okay, so. Okay, we have. Fantastic. And then it was 13 for Isabel, yes?
Yes.
Dr.
An
Marshall?
11 for Alice.
12
finally-
for Landon.
Okay.
I finally started rolling above 5s.
Jody.
Hey.
That is going to be a 23 for Jody.
Hell yes.
Let's
Nice.
go,
Yeah.
baby. About to kick the shit out of this guy.
Yeah, Jody, let's go.
I don't
Jody's
even
just
pull
waiting.
out my weapon.
They're
I just
on
kick
it.
him really hard.
Look,
I mean, if
they
anyone
are
had
on
to,
Let's
it
go.
should have been them.
It
Given the
had to be
narrative.
that, right?
Yeah,
Look,
it's
Or else
perfect.
it would have been like really silly to be like,
No,
I
it
pull
worked.
up my weapon and rush in. All right, I rolled a 3 for initiative, so everybody go first.
It was perfect coordination. I distracted them with useless banter. You grab the weapon. You go in for
Yeah,
the kill.
there you go.
All right. Now,
They got it.
are you still prone? 'Cause you did go to check your actual case.
In part of that, my hope was that he was giving me a moment to like get up and look in the case.
That's fine.
My hope being that like then I would have been able to get up without him provoking it.
Yeah.
All of you right now are in an enclosed space with him. All of you right now are a short range. So any weapons you're gonna either do, if you can move up to do melee, or you can use the short range second number.
All right, cool. So then, out of this saxophone case comes Jody's inventor's tool. You see, out of it comes what looks to be like a bike handle, like attached to a lead pipe, which they have welded nails to. And this is just the pipe, their melee weapon. So I'm moving into melee range, and I'm just fucking smacking this dude as hard as I can with the pipe.
Now, a move is one action, and then for your second action, you can attack. Remember, for melee, you can do 2 attacks per action.
Dope. Let's do it. Okay. And I'm very good at melee.
Make
So
a
let's
couple
hope this
evasion
goes
rolls here.
Okay. So that is going to be 18 on the first hit.
18 hits.
And then 19 on the second hit.
Well, remember, for your second attack, any
Oh,
such that
yes.
you get a -2.
-2. Okay, so 17.
We rolled to see if fades the second one. Oop, that exploded. Yes. So you run up and give him the pipe. And
Yeah, I do.
Immediately, like swing, and I will say, as you strike, it's like hitting teak. I mean, you're just like smashing into this incredible, like, very dense structure around his shoulders. And you see that with a infuriating speed for how big he is, he spins around and pulls back to avoid the second blow.
Oh boy. All right.
So go ahead and roll the damage for the first one, and melee attacks will actually gonna ignore half of his armor.
All right, cool. So that is 6, 10, 14. That is going to be 15 damage.
Very, very nice.
Minus half his armor.
You said it has like nails in it, essentially.
Yeah. Yep. It's the most overkill weapon you've ever seen.
You puncture through the like dense like fur coat slung over his shoulders, and like as you pull away, these like couple of beads of blood begin to run down it. You hurt him. He seems
And
more
then with-
amused that you actually hit him than actually.
I don't give a fuck. And then I wink at him, and then I flick my head down so that my welding helmet falls down over my face.
Love that. Well, next is the Siberia.
Oh, really?
Oh, heck.
He's not one of my
Well-
allies? Because I would have loved for it to be one of my allies next.
I'm
We
not
were all-
too
we were all
surprised,
taken
though.
aback.
We rolled poorly.
He's just gonna shoot me at point blank range, I think.
No. No.
Good.
No. So, what it's going to do? Yeah. See that he smiles and presses his hand forward toward you.
Mm-mm. Okay.
It's like,
And as it moves, you can see that from the rings upward, his fingers burst into flame as he strikes against your welding helmet, and you can feel it like crunching in against your face. And he's going to cast the Hierophant on you. So I rolled, and that
no,
definitely hits.
he's hexing.
Do I? Okay, I don't get to resist or anything.
Not,
He
not
just
on this one.
fuck.
Oh, I rolled absolute ass for damage. You are
It's
very lucky.
Yay.
Okay,
Good. We like that.
so that is only going to be 13 damage. And then of course minus your armor.
Okay, cool. So total 3 damage.
But as he strikes it, bends in like I said, around the sides and leaves like dark, almost like handprint against your welding helmet. And it's like crushes inward. Your armor is eroded by 2 instead of 1.
Okay. I yell through the helmet. Joke's on you. It looks fucking sick as hell now.
Okay. And now he's gonna shoot you point blank.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
I was wondering when that
Oh,
was gonna
no.
happen. Okay. Now, for this one, is there an evasion roll here?
So for excuse me, for this close, actually no. It's only evasion on melee.
Cool. No, that's fine.
But he's using a medium rifle, so it's not the easiest to hit this close, actually. Oh, exploded backward on me. Not what I wanted. Okay.
Yes.
So, as he
Terrible.
He shoots
and
himself in the dick.
he fires, and I will say, you feel the like intense blast right next to you as you manage to just pull your body out of the way, and it's like you feel the wind from the actual like leaving the muzzle, but it does not hit.
Ah, fuck Christ.
And he just smiles down at you. Yes, this was fun. All right, Isabel.
I'd have to move to get within melee range, right?
Yes, you would,
Oh boy.
because all of you are at short range right now, except for Jody, who's touch range.
A problem. Because I built a social character. This is gonna be interesting. I think though that ever since he dropped that little jibe at her about the fox, she turned like an equal shade of like white, but also just like really, really pissed off, angry, and she's going to reach into her coat and pull out a reasonably sized pipe wrench.
Nice.
And I will close distance and swing with all of the rage that she can muster. Oh boy. Here we go. I get two, right?
Yeah, for melee you get to make
Okay.
try and evade both of them. Oh,
Another 4.
Oh my
So
god.
10 total.
so here's the thing. I rolled a 1. Okay.
That's good.
So he would have evaded it, but with the minus, I got a 9 total.
Fantastic
Nice.
news. Wonderful
good.
news.
Love to hear it.
And a 5, so 11.
He evades that one.
Yeah, I'm rolling garbage.
Oh.
You want to
Both
borrow
of the
my
dice I got.
dice?
I'm
I know, seriously,
that was
now-
my second die. I'm switching over to the red dice now.
I was gonna say to switch dice, but if you already have, that's even worse.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's going bad.
What's
It's
the
going
common
bad.
denominator here? It is you.
Hey, listen
Ouch.
to ya.
Dice first.
Fuck off, man.
Ah! She just kind of like wails at him.
You strike, and you're just like bashing against his back at this point. But, or I guess like his like side. He doesn't even look like he's registering that you. He is totally focused on. It looks like he's getting ready to try and rip Jody's head off.
That's my 2 actions.
I think,
Hey,
and
I'm
you're.
still...
Was it Isabel that was the one that's really short?
I think Isabel's the short one. It's like 5'4".
Yeah, I was gonna say because he's got almost 2 feet on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's-
so short, dude. The fuck? That's like...
She's small.
what
It's
the-
very
yeah,
much
it's like...
the like noir movie of like you brute of just like it's just he does
Yeah, except
not
with the
look hurt.
wrench.
That
The,
should
the,
tell
wren-
you.
the wrench that has caved a few skulls.
Yes.
Just can't get up to skull height.
Yeah, if you can just get up there.
The shit.
Give me a boost.
Like I don't doubt his resolve, just the reach of his arm.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, you strike, but shrugs off the hit. Landon.
Yeah, Landon
A
just
short distance.
Landon just pulls the shotgun up and cigarette in mouth, winks one eye and takes a shot. That is going to be boom. I'm pretty sure this will hit. 5. My shoulder arms is amazing. 19.
19. Yeah, that for a is this a medium rifle or a heavy rifle?
It is a heavy rifle.
19 at short range will hit, yeah.
All right. And fires the slug out from a shotty. And that's going to be I'm going to use my ability for this one to give it an extra 1 damage. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to call that.
No, you can.
Okay. So 12, 17, 20 plus the plus 1, 21.
21. Very nice. That he definitely noticed. You strike and there's this like huge impact. And as it hits, you can see he like winces down, finally like pulls his arms away towards like trying to just strangle and decapitate Jody, and like turns back toward you. The spot of impact itself, because he has this dark, but he is still going very strong. He's not yet bloody.
And I can take 2 actions, right?
Yeah.
I can shoot again.
Yes, it's
Minus
minus
two,
2 to the attack, but
Yep.
yes, you can.
All right. I am going to fire the second shot. And minus 2 to that. So that 8 becomes a 6. Plus my 14, I believe it is. So that's a 20.
Okay. 20 will hit.
All right. And once again, I'm going ahead and lay another bullet into him. Didn't roll as good this time, but it's okay. That is 5. That is this time going to be 9.
9.
Yep. 2
Um,
1s, a 2.
That one you fire, and it's whatever he has helping to line this coat, and like you did some damage, but really not a lot with that one. You notice that you kind of caught him off guard with the first shot, but the second one doesn't nearly have the same kind of punch. graze.
All right.
Okay. Next is going to be Alice.
Alice froze up a little bit when this brute first addressed her. Just like absolutely pale, stricken, frozen, uh, slightly tearing up a bit, and just stood there until the moment that Jody got shot. And something snaps her out of it. I am sorry ahead of time. But she pulls out a rifle, just screams like I'm not going to do it, but the guttural, throaty scream, and shoots.
Nice.
What is
Doctor's
all right.
angry.
That is going to be an 11.
That does not hit. You scream, but in your just enraged state is like you're just firing wildly. It wings right past him.
I'm not surprised by this, y'all. This is not what my character is built for, but she does just shoot again.
Yep.
Okay, and it's a -2 this time to. Okay, hold on just a second. Okay, that is a that is a 16.
16 will. Did you have a medium rifle or a light rifle?
Good question. I have written down rifle.
Okay, what's the ranges? Yeah,
15, 15, 18, 21.
then it'll hit.
Hell yes. Okay.
The medium rifle.
And so that is 46 damage, correct? All right. That is 14 damage.
Okay. The first that just wings past him. The second you can see you catch him right in the shoulder. But as you're screaming and firing, his face twists in this like massive smile. Losing your cool, Dr. Marshall.
I'm certainly not laughing.
Okay. So that would be your turn because that's both actions. So,
I will say I lucked out with a 10 on that second one. Without an explosion, I don't know that Alice could hit. Like, I don't know if she can shoot people. He's a big target.
yeah,
He's big.
Big boy.
Okay, Mira.
Okay. First, a question.
Yes.
I have a medium shield. Is that an action to equip?
It's assumed that you're carrying it.
Okay, just it's like my backpack, which I like spin around and take my gun out of, and now it's in front of me, acting as a shield. Is there anything to dive behind in this room?
Yes, there is. So I'd say you can move behind a couch, which I would probably give you. It's actually a good thing. So for cover, I would probably while you're behind the cover, add a +1 to your arm. So if
Okay.
he shoots you, it'll reduce the damage that you. Because
Okay.
I would say a bullet will go through a couch, but like, you know, otherwise you can. I'd say you can move and get like into another room where you can't see him, but he can't shoot you.
I will begin with the dive and slide behind the couch. And sort of just peek up over it and shoot off one round from the medium handgun. Which I'm sure will be great and perfect. Ooh. Well, I rolled a 1, but I only have a +4, so I guess I would not hit anyway. Do I still do the explosion?
I mean, you can, but you you panic as you like dive. You like try to get your gun up, and you just shoot into the couch.
Mm. Fuck, and I just like duck down a little bit.
Okay. So. Oh my God, Richter.
Whoa,
Wow,
hey,
so-
thanks.
Hey. Ba, ba, da, ba, 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 da, 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 da. Thank you, Richter. I appreciate you. Awesome. So, for that, next is actually going to go back up to Jody. He is still right next to you. He's taken a few hits, but he's not bloodied yet. He looks like he's just about at that precipice. Not quite yet.
You know what it is. I'm gonna take him there.
Go ahead and
I'm
do it
gonna,
to him.
I'm gonna make this a called shot. He obviously can do hexes, which I don't love, but I think I would also like him to not be holding a weapon. He is holding a gun in one hand, yes?
Yes.
So I am going to try and take out his shooting hand. You know, I can't take out his hexen hand, but his shooting hand, that's what I'm going for. So I'm gonna make this called shot. So when I make an attack roll, it gets a specific point, impose a -5 penalty to the attack roll, and on a hit, the number of dice rolled for the attack's damage are doubled. So we're gonna see here. We're rolling hot. Let's see if it continues.
Oof.
Okay. Not the best. So that total is going to be 17 to hit. Oh, I guess no, -5, 12 to hit. Tell me, Alec, give me the good news.
So since it exploded backward on me,
Let's go.
that hits.
Come on. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Okay. That is going to be 8d6.
Damn it. It'll be a broken hand.
Yeah, so that's 12, 16, 17. Oh my god, so many sixes. 23, 26, 32 damage.
Now he's bloodied.
Oh.
I fucking
Eee.
Dude,
it's fucking
swing down, and it catches him right at the wrist. One of the nails, like, actually going into his wrist, and he just... Oh! And that, he finally loses his composure as the shotgun, like, clatters to the ground, and, like, grips his wrist. Suka! And he is, absolutely furious. So that's your whole action, will be the called shot. But if you'd like, you can try and attack him again.
I'm gonna. I mean, this is what I built Jody for. It's just beating the shit out of people with a pipe. So I'll go. I mean, the third hit's gonna be whack, but I might as well go for it.
Pipe 'em.
Yep. So that's giving him the pipe.
At least we have some people in this party built for beating the shit out of people.
That's right.
No.
That's the point.
Perfectly
Laying
balanced as
pipe
everything should be.
with
Just-
Jody Sanders.
Mhm.
That's gonna be 17 to hit
So let me, and that's with the -2.
with the -2. Yep.
17 does not hit. He like pulls himself out of the way.
All right. Let's go here. Okay, that's a 1. Okay, they can't all be winners. So that's gonna be okay, but it only exploded to another -1, so that's 13 to hit.
Oh.
Fuck. I really was hoping. Okay, all right. So one big hit, and then I beef it on the other two.
You're swinging, but you can see there is now a focus in his eyes as you're striking down against him, and you can see that his eyes just flash with rage. He is he like grits his teeth, and all of his rings again like flare with this intense like just fire that bursts up around them, but does not seem to actually harm his hand. And um, yeah, I think what he's gonna have to do.
Barbed for your displeasure is very
Oh God.
certainly something.
Um,
Alec,
Go
I don't want to throw too much of a wrench in, but I had something that I realized and I wanted to ask you about.
yes, please.
I didn't roll damage for the one pipe hit that I did hit,
Oh, I'm
and
sorry.
I don't
Go
know
ahead
what
and-
that's going to change.
Go ahead and tell me right now, because
He
it's
dies
not it's not enough to
instantly.
kill him, but
10 damage.
10 damage.
It may make a difference long term. Let's,
Yeah.
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 Well, like I said, he is bloodied now, especially after that that hit from Jody. So I'll take that into account. Since he is bloodied, one little kid. Someone is actually visibly wounded. But he has a -2 to all of his skill checks and attack rolls. So I have 2 complicated things he's going to try, and I'm going to see. He turns over to Alice, and he points at you and moves his hand in the air, making a strange gesture. Let me see if this hits. Now we're talking. Okay.
Oh.
That's bad.
You notice that this golden rope appears over you and then curls around your neck, and all of you watch as he disappears and Alice disappears as the 2 of you swap places. Cast the Hangman.
Oh.
So you are now next to Jody. He is over by the balcony. And he's going to look out at all of you. Really stretch, but he's going to look down at the ground. He's going to try and cast the world, but I don't know that he'll be able to do it unless it explodes.
You and I cast the world.
Nope. He
Theo pose.
goes and he like looks down at the ground, and he like makes another gesture, but he like tries to move the hand that you had just injured, and he like winces hard. His hex fails, and he like grimaces over at all of you. All right, come on, kill me if you. And very nice. Next is going to be Isabel.
Well, I was just going to wail, but now he's moved. So I've got a
short ranger.
Yeah, so I mean, I just got to get up close again. She just like takes a moment to like realize where he's gone and just sort of like charges over there. That's a 1.
Okay, that's not it.
1 and 2. I don't know what you rolled for defense, but that's total.
I rolled pretty high. So.
Yeah, it was gonna be like a 5. Okay, and again. Nah, this guy's in jail too. This is
Jesus.
I'd like to just say that I think she's just infuriated and swinging like wildly. And I think
Actually, what was the final on the last one you did?
it would have a -2 to the second attack, right?
Right.
6.
Nope, I got a 5 because he's bloodied. He has a minus everything. and it exploded backward on me. So I was like, "Oh yeah, that'll." It's like, nope, just fucked myself. So, nope. Second one will hit.
Oh, it does it?
Yes.
All right, I'll take that. Okay. 13.
Okay.
And she's like wailing, and while she's like just sort of like flailing with it, she screams, "Where is she? Tell me where she is."
I will say, for the sake of this, he like reaches out and with his now like blood drenched hand grabs like around your actual jaw, and he like looks and points and directs your attention. You can see down the street because he's like on the balcony.
Yeah.
Looking down at the lighthouse. But his hand slips away with that. Still very hurt. Okay. Landon.
Yeah, just seeing this guy, Landon just takes a drag off his cigarette while it's still in his mouth and says, "Wouldn't be the first one that said that to me, and you probably won't be the last, bud." And pulls the trigger. That is for sure probably going to hit. 8 plus 14, that is a 22. And I'm going to go ahead and plus 1 to this damage here. He is going to take from shotgun slug. Just say there with the plus 1, 22.
Okay. You. Yeah, you fire. Like I said, all of you are just like firing and doing all you can to take this massive man down. He's looking hurt. Like I said, he's more than bloody. He's getting toward wounded.
And Landon, just before I pulled the time, I'm going to say, you don't have to die now. You want to give up and help us get to the bottom of this? Or do you want to be another notch in my belt?
Feel the progress.
Another Ruski down for the count. And he fires. That's 7 minus 2 plus my 14, so that is a 19 to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. And Landon just takes another puff and nods for Danya then, comrade. And that is going to be a good old 12, 18, 21.
Okay. He is wounded at this point. You can see these like massive hits, like blood pouring. His coat has basically like slipped down his shoulders, like laying on the ground in a bloody heap. Still has this like almost half smirk of satisfaction on his face. Alice.
I mean, I don't know how well this is gonna go. I really do think the one shot I got was the one I'm gonna get. But I do think after like a breath and this last round, is he under the chandelier?
He's on the balcony.
Oh, he's on the balcony.
He's
Dang it.
swapped with you. You're
Oh,
under the
right.
chandelier.
I'm under the chandelier. Okay. Um Okay, I mean, I think I'm just gonna shoot again. Just out of a sense of confusion and panic. I don't have great expectations. Um,
I yelled, "Did everybody else forget to bring their Nazi hitting sticks? You gotta remember to bring them."
Even if I did, I still wouldn't be very good at hitting with them, unfortunately, based on the
Fair enough.
stats. um, that is that's an 11.
Fortunately not.
I know. I'll try again.
Low rolls club.
Try
Low
again.
rolls club.
Ooh, no. That's
I
lower.
believe it.
I'm not even gonna do the math. I know that's lower.
I believe in you, Doc. You can do
The
it.
shots go wide. I think at this point she's a little wide-eyed.
Don't forget, before an attack, that use an action to aim to +2.
Thank you, Alec, but I don't think it would help. I genuinely think, based off this character sheet, the only way she can succeed on a hit is by getting a 10 and exploding.
It do be like that sometimes.
Yeah, that's not what this character is for. It's fine.
Okay. Next is going to be Mira. You dove behind the couch, but now he has a straight line of sight to you. Still a short distance away, but he swapped places with Dr. Marchand, so...
I sort of like yelp and turn so I'm kind of facing him and go back into my backpack and pull out this like little tiny notebook with the very cramped handwriting and flip through it until I find a page that has a bunch of like small, like weird symbol drawings and start reading something off of it. And I'm going to use both of my actions to try and cast. Is that the right one? High Priestess? The High Priestess.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
make an investigation check.
Yeah. I rolled a 10 on the die.
Yay.
Plus a 7. Plus 10 plus 2? Is that right?
Okay. And so that will inflict a critical injury as well, because you rolled over 10 above the roll. So
Okay.
roll another d10, please.
Oh, another d10. Oh, golly. That'll be a 2.
Okay, that is
a 2.
an ear injury.
Oh.
As you take out your notebook and go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay. Oh, 3d6. Nope, wrong thing. 2d6, right?
Yes, but it's directly to.
Okay, cool. For 7 points of hex damage.
Okay. You begin reading and focusing, and you look at the figure into peer into actual. You're reading not just your own notes, but his mind. A whirling miasma. Power. Lighthouse. Lightning striking down atop, generating enough energy to teleport not just something bigger, something much, much bigger. And you can see, like, as you pull your mind away, like, all of you see he, like, stands and this, like, trickle of blood goes down his nose and, like, one of his eye ducts, and he just and slips back over the railing of the balcony, and about halfway down, this burst of light appears next to him as a long, black 10-foot tentacle wraps around his body and pulls him through a hole, and he disappears before he hits the ground.
Oh.
Damn. I was supposed to be that tentacle. But I would have killed him instead.
You get a distinct impression that he is no longer with us.
Good. Waiting for the tentacle.
Isabel's gonna kind of slam her pipe wrench into the stone of the balcony railing out of frustration.
Alice just kind of blinks for a second and kind of like shakes herself, looks around. How badly wounded is Jody?
I mean, obviously I'm not doing great.
Mhm.
I'll be honest. Um, I'm currently I didn't miss any hits, right? I just the one big one. Because I got shot, didn't I?
He
Yeah.
You got spelled.
yeah.
Oh,
He
yes, I got
pecked you, but
spelled.
Held and shot.
he did not. Well, he missed with the shotgun.
Yeah. Shot
Right.
missed.
Okay.
Yeah, you
So
just
then
took the
I'm
13.
doing fine. I'm shaken mentally, but I think I'm fine physically. Did anybody get majorly hurt?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I feel like he focused almost entirely on Jody, so
Yeah.
if Jody's not in
Yeah,
trouble.
he just
No.
kind of beefed it.
Yeah.
The
Well-
few times he went for me.
Having
Thank God.
having seen this sudden teleportation, can I please have everyone make a
That's where that was. I was
Weird.
waiting for that to come up. All right. Fortitude?
Ooh.
Hey guys, guess what I rolled?
Oh,
Well,
I bet it was a 4.
It's a 4. It is in
That's
fact
Let's
Four.
go.
Hey.
another 4.
Are you
20.
using a trick
9.
die, perhaps?
This is the 4th die that I have used.
Ah, ah.
Eh,
On your 4th die, you rolled another 4. I'm actually
It's
I 13 fortitude.
14 for Alice.
11.
26?
What
Very
the
nice.
fuck?
I got a 10 and it exploded, and it's already
You actually
pretty
are
good.
healed by seeing this tentacle.
it's a total 9 for Isabel.
Okay. What did Landon get again?
11.
Landon and Isabel are both going 6 sanity. The rest of you.
Yeah.
Okay. In terms of sanity, I'm not feeling great, but it's not terrible.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Seeing that Landon's just going to take another deep drag off his cigarette and it's like, well, you guys can be frustrated that he got away. Be thankful that's not another body on your soul. Let's just get to this damned lodge and get to the end of the Thubar situation.
I think as you do that, I move the welding helmet up, and there's just like this bright light behind Jody's eyes, and like just like a manic look on their face.
Yeah.
They're like, "I was this fucking close. I
Landon's
almost
just-
had him."
Landon's just going to hand them a cigarette like, you
Fuck.
want one?
Is there
Fuck
is there
hey, bud. Woo!
is there blood on the pipe wrench? Did it like get blood on it? Did it leave?
Yes.
Did the guy leave? Okay, I'm gonna
And
take out.
his coat is on. A lot of his blood on it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
Jody's also covered in blood.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
take out a handkerchief and clean off the pipe wrench, like sort of like with sort of like swift but like very angry kind of energy before I put it away.
I have an important question. With losing sanity, did anyone drop below threshold of factor of 10? Like go from 40 to 30?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, I did as well. I went
I
from
went
30 to
from
20.
63 to 50 something.
So, for
Wait.
54. 63 to 54.
for Landon, having seen this tentacle, you are going to be frightened. For actually, for the next probably 30 seconds or so, to the point of like, you've seen some horrible things, but whatever that was grabbed his body out of mid, that is something that not only should not exist, but that you cannot even comprehend. As for Isabel, what did you drop?
I dropped into the 20s.
20s?
Yeah.
You instantly try and retreat back from having seen are knocked prone, and I need you to roll another d10.
Oh boy.
Oh heck.
These have been
Four
going
might
well.
Be the funniest.
Ha 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 ha! It's a 10. Finally get
Whoa!
one. All right. So that
What a
is
good time to get that.
so what is the skill check?
You begin panicking. Just a
Oh.
straight d10.
Well,
Not only are you knocked
What a
prone,
time.
what a
for
time.
for the next hour, have such powerful tremors hands, you have a -4 all ability or agility. check.
Fuck.
Agility checks? Oh, that's one
Okay.
of my good things. Fuck.
I guess
Okay.
that's better than it being one of your bad things. And just now you're negative good at it.
And Jody, what is yours drop to?
Mine dropped from the 70s into the 60s.
Mine did as well.
Okay, so for the next minute, like the two of you are incredibly shaken up as well. It's not for you're not fully frightened, but you are shaking, you're panicked, flushed. The two of you will have a -3 all skill checks for the next minute. For Isabel, yours is for the next hour.
Hour.
For Landon, you are frightened to the point that you can barely even have to like back. For Mira, you didn't expect the tentacle, but you knew that something terrible to his mind.
Yeah. Just kill the man with my mind.
Occultists over here.
Okay, I just want
I
to
just
extra
chain smoking over here.
extra double check, triple check. No one is physically hurt from this fight.
Jody
Wow,
took a little
okay.
bit of damage, but
Yeah, I'm below full, obviously, but but generally just fine. I'm at 40 out of 50 right now.
I can address that. Especially if we are Jody, if you need anything, just sorry, a moment to catch my breath. I can help patch you up.
No, I got it. Yeah. I have a uh face got all fucked up. Yeah.
Doc, is it cool if we take let's take 20 from the investigation? I'm gonna run to the liquor store. I'll meet you at the diner. Yeah, Isabel, you wanna go with me? I'm gonna grab a bottle. I need some
What?
more smokes.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, let's just take a moment to breathe. Yeah. Yeah, breathe.
gonna kind of slowly get up from the ground.
Yeah, I'm just going to immediately go to. I'm guessing the liquor store is still open at this time of night.
This time of night, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up there, buy a new pack of smokes and a bottle of gin.
For the sake of this, all of you can gather back on the street out as you see Landon like heading down and like going to the liquor store. I will say that
I would like to, before we leave, I would like to patch Jody up. I just took a bit to catch my breath, pull out my bandages, and clean it. What are you cleaning a
Sterilize.
wound? Yeah.
Dressing a
Thank
wound.
you. Yeah, everything I need to dress their wounds, and I would like to use my doctor ability on them.
Of that.
Huge.
D6, I believe.
Yes.
Big brain energy over here.
All right, that is a 5 back to you.
Huge. Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Now you go and you begin dressing wound for Mira, you can begin kind of like gathering yourself, or Isabel and Landon, you start like heading down. I would say by the time they're finishing up, like, or like on the elevator down, the rest of you can catch up if you like. I will say for Jody, Will notice that he dropped his shotgun.
Yeah, I'll pick up that for sure.
Nice.
I kind of want to pick up the jacket too.
You can pick up the jacket. It is a heavy and now with many holes in it, Siberian tiger fur coat. You notice that all along the inside there are these, like, you feel there's a silk lining, but where it's like ripped in a few places, this almost lamellar style, like thin metal strips give it a scaled armor exterior. The coat itself probably weighs about 40 pounds.
Jesus.
You know, Alec, Jody's a pretty strong dude. You think they could wear this? Can I try on the tiger jacket?
You absolutely could. It's gigantic on you. I will say
What do you think?
you could jury rig it to try and make it.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna try to do.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna try to use jury rig here. So that's what.
So
Do I roll for that? Roll crafting.
So
Let me
no,
look
what you do is
here.
you spend a minute repairing it. So it is now standard quality. So this is actually going to go back to standard quality that it was, and it will remain that for the next 24 hours. So have yourself it is going to be heavy armor, standard quality heavy armor.
Nice.
Ooh.
And it looks
Hell
great
yeah.
on them. Horrifying, but great.
I think I cut it into a crop top and put it on like that.
Oh my god.
Cropped jacket. I go, what do you think? Good for hunting Nazis, right? Imagine this shit coming out of the fucking dock at you.
Excellent for
Perfect.
hunting Nazis.
Absolutely perfect.
Yes.
Isabel, what do you want from the store? I'll buy you a bottle. Oh, look like you could use a tonic there.
Gin.
All right, 2 gins, please.
Well,
Store keep.
what I will say, get into that, is you like jury rig. Dr. Marshall is like patching you up. We'll get downstairs. Landon and Isabel, you are further down the street, but you're still both walking. For Isabel, you've put the pipe wrench away and tried to clean up, but your hands are shaking so bad that you can barely. You just don't even know what to do. For Landon, the fear is worn away, but empty bread. And as the rest of you exit out of the actual building, you see Landon and Isabel further down the street, another 150 feet or so. It continues down. At the far end of the street, you can see disappearing off into the dark and the rain with a flash of lightning. King's Lamp. But the lightning strange shape, massive black shape behind the lighthouse. Like something you just saw, and for all of you, it takes almost a brief moment. The lightning crashes away, the thunder stops rumbling. You realize you just saw a lamp that resembled this very well. Gargantuan smell of it. Cross. Octopus rising above the water behind. The lightning cracks again. Gone.
2 bottles, right, Jody? We're getting 2 bottles each.
And we're gonna wrap up here for today.
Perfect response.
Excellent. Great line to end on.
So, thank you so much to all my players. Another thank you out there to Lord Richter for the gift subs. It's so awesome of you. Appreciate it. Every little bit makes a huge difference as I'm trying to get Splice out there as soon as possible. Hope you all enjoy this as much as I have. My goal is that by the end of summer that I have Splice in a copy for the general public. I'm considering perhaps even doing crowdfunding so I can fully illustrate it. Maybe even have physical copies of it. In the meantime, keep your eyes peeled for more news. We'll have, I believe we're all on board for one last episode in 2 weeks. Fantastic. So we will be back on the 9th, barring any emergencies. And I will give it up to my players. Go ahead and introduce yourself, say what projects you got working on, where people can find you, all that good stuff. We'll go right to left this time. So, Never, tell the people where they can find you.
Hi, name's Never. You can find me here on Twitch as well at Never Let Her Run, doing streaming. We stream almost daily now, actually. Have a new stream schedule, so you can catch us anytime between, I'd say, 1 p.m. EST to almost midnight EST, depending. Alternating on Tuesdays, you can catch me and Alec doing Homebrew 101, where we discussed maybe some more details of Splice, maybe some fun character creation stuff. We get into all things. Next episode, actually, we are going into a playtest, if I correct me wrong, of just a few small scenarios.
Yeah.
But it's fun there. We have a good time, have a great time. And of course, we're going to be putting up some shorts and stuff on the YouTube as I figure out editing, which has been a journey, but it's been lovely playing with all you guys. It's really fun. Appreciate having you guys here. And you guys are awesome. This is really nice. Thank you guys for playing. It's so much fun. You guys are so cool. So nice.
Alrighty. And then Ray.
Hi, my name is Renee Rhodes. Quick shout out to Never for just having a perfect character moment to end the episode on today. I really appreciated that. And wow, we did a great job. I'm very proud of us. Things are bad, only gonna get worse, but I'm really proud of us. My name is Renee Rhodes. I've played Dr. Alice Marchand today, and you can find me on Twitter as well. As long as I can manage to be on Twitter, I will be on Twitter. Anything I have going on, I will post about there. Currently unemployed and therefore working on writing my novel. And I have this stream and one other on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern time. That is a Scion game. But otherwise, I do have some big news on the horizon, and as soon as I'm able to share, and I'm given the okay to say something about it, it will be on Twitter as well. Hopefully, I'll be able to share that next time I am here with y'all. Thanks so much for coming out, and give this wonderful cast a follow. They're all worth it.
It was nice to finally have Dr. Marchand lose their shit. I'm proud of myself for that.
Oh, she is not happy.
Alright, and then Kai.
Hello, I am Kai, Kyle Creative on various places in the internet. I was playing Mira today. Besides this, you can find me Sundays over on Sword and Key playing Ryutama, which is a super cute little game. It's also like murder. And then other times I'm over on Gut Punch RP, where I'm both a player and a GM using, live terrain that we put on the camera. So that's always fun. And that's me.
Hell yeah. And I was especially thrilled that we got to see you do some hexes. Very nice. Gainer,
Will be miracles.
please.
That's me, baby. Hey, what's up, gang? My name is Gainer. I am a queer trans TTRPG actor, and you can find me on Twitter at Elon Musk. No, You can find me on Twitter at GayNorcott, GayNorcott, and everywhere on the internet at that same at. Currently, I'm in a couple things monthly over on twitch.tv/Thorny Dryad. I am running a game called U-Force Inheritance, which is a Masks RPG actual play. It is fantastic. We're a lovely cast. Our cast has just interacted with a villain that they really don't like and are blowing off some steam at laser tag. So if that at all interests you, check us out coming up next month. Also, I am over on Girls Run These Worlds actually later tonight. Oh hey, Raid from
Hey.
Ampersand D20.
Hey,
Thank
thanks,
you.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Huge. Yeah, so later tonight and weekly for the next few weeks over on Girls Run These Worlds, I'm running a game called The Family Business, which is a Demigods RPG actual play. In our second season, our group of gods to be are headed to a small beach town in Rhode Island. So
Beach
exciting
episode?
stuff.
Hell yeah.
And
Each
we're gonna see what they get up
each
to.
episode.
Everybody like
And-
episodes.
Oh god, another project I should probably pull is I'm on the official stream team for a D&D 5e supplement called La Notte Eterna, which is a Italian 5e supplement all about horror and the loss of light that is translated into English and coming to the States side for the first time. It's really great stuff. So over at twitch.tv/La Notte Eterna, that's LANOTTE Eterna. And finally, if you like the YA series Warriors about cats in the woods and what they get up to, I have a podcast called Two Leg Talks where me and a friend of mine from college are rereading the series and analyzing it as adults. And let me tell you, oofa doofa. And that comes out every other Monday over on any place you get your podcast. That's Two Leg Talks, TWOLEG Talks. Whoo!
Hell yeah.
Peace.
Also, I want to say, Rhode Island can be very thrilling. H.P. Lovecraft is actually buried in Providence, and his headstone says, "I am Providence," because he was such a
Yeah,
fan of Rhode Island. So clearly,
For those of you
horrific eldritch
who've-
horror always happens in Rhode Island.
And for those of you who've been to Providence, you know that's the only exciting thing happening in Providence.
You know what's fun to do in Providence? Pack up and get the fuck out of Providence. So next is going to be Dan. Please tell people where they can find you.
Yeah. Hey everyone, I'm Dan Pixel. I have been Isabel Barton, the Fox of Fairhaven, or in the case of today, the Fox of Forehaven. Oh boy. Hopefully that changes. What else? What else do I do? I am currently on a Warhammer 40k Deathwatch TTRPG stream over at DMDM Studios, where I play Sister Ash, a Raptor sniper. That runs on Friday nights every week, so come check it out. We have a lovely group of people together over there, and this is my first time interacting with Warhammer much at all since I was like 8, and I'm actually really enjoying it. We're having a good time and doing a heckin' violence, so that's fun. Come check that out. You can you can find me basically everywhere on the internet at Dan Pixel, Pyxel. That's still Twitter for now. Could be Hive one day. We'll see. Twitch, where I also do Let's Play streams. It's been on hiatus, but starting in May, we'll be back to Let's Play games on Thursday evenings and Sunday mornings. That's going to be starting next month once we get through a little bit more scheduling stuff, but I'm happy to be back doing that. I've missed it. If you like narrative games and emotional damage, please come by. We like to get sad sometimes. And and you can also let me see. What was the last thing? Oh, and if you want to hear me talk about DC superheroes and that sort of thing, because I have a hyperfixation, you can hear me having a conversation over on the podcast Arrow, Chapter and Verse, their most recent episode out on Spotify, in which we break down the CW Arrowverse, specifically Arrow and Flash. It's part 1 of 2. We're looking to record to talk about Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow. But that's a nice little thing that I do on the side, which reminds me I got to call Seth and get that part 2 scheduled because we've been working on that for a while. But you also find those sorts of content over on my TikTok page, where I have both a D&D 5e like funny stuff page and a DC Comics kind of vibe as well.
Thank you so much. And that it was also nice to make Isabel lose their shit a little bit.
Oh man, that's gonna be
Those some cursed rolls.
cursed, utterly cursed. It's 6 4s, 6 4s, and the 110 I rolled was not an exploder. It was
In many ways, that means you rolled a 24. So
yeah, and
yeah.
think about it
therefore
that way.
I won spliced. I think. I
Yeah,
think that's how that works.
congratulations.
TTR,
I
TTR,
believe-
Look,
yeah.
I
if
believe that's how it
anything,
works.
you're the most consistent roller, and that means something.
Mm-hmm.
Can always count on me.
Thank you everybody for
Consistency
playing. If you're watching this, you probably know who I am, but otherwise, I'm Alakazam, a pro homebrew. I actually have several open slots right now for games. I do D, Pathfinder, Blaze in the Dark, Lancer, Vampire the Masquerade, honestly a little bit of everything. And I also Spliced. I'm working at playtesting. Cool. I'm very, very thrilled with how the system's along. A few more updates. I'm adding some more special rules, but like I said, I'm hoping to have that out before the end of the summer, definitely before the end of the year. But probably the most urgent news right now is a while back I released a book of pirate content for 5e called Treasures of the Pirate Court. I am doing an update to that book that's coming out this week on Friday. It has updates for the Pirate King, 13 Pirate Lords, a few other unique pirate-themed NPCs, subclasses, magic items, spells, backgrounds, Eldritch Invocations, plot seeds, and a whole bunch of other shit. Anything you could possibly need to run a pirate-themed campaign, or even just a seafaring-based campaign. So check that out. But my my special update, it is Treasure of the Pirate Court Big Booty Edition, is coming out on Friday. So your eyes peeled, and I hope you all have an absolutely lovely day. We're going to raid into one of these worlds, and
Let's go.
I hope, if nothing else, that you stay magical. And for the love of God, please, I'm begging you to keep on whizzing.
Fun
Please.
whizzing, gang. Let's go.
It's pretty
There's no lighting.
easy. You just boo, 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 boo.